My name is Jim Slazewski, and I'm the registrar at Delaware Valley University. Prior to Informer 5, we were on Informer 4, and we typically would run reports for departments and do a lot of massaging of data afterwards, including adding in other data sources that weren't on the original report. A lot of the challenges that we faced were ensuring that departments had access to the data they needed on a regular basis. So in the registrar's office, we were often challenged with departments who would ask us for the same reports over and over again, or perhaps they just needed it to be viewed a little differently. A lot of them, they wanted the bottom line. They didn't like really looking at spreadsheets. In Informer 5, we rolled out dashboards for our departments to look at, so they can see the data, right, as a visual, and then can use those dashboards to drill down into it. And we refresh them nightly. So the goal is it allows them to own their own data, get what they need when they want it, without necessarily coming to our office all the time. So with Informer 5, we were looking to accomplish a way of allowing departments to own their own data, to see it, and interact with it. They can apply a lot of filters to it that, before they'd have to do through Excel. And this just gives them the ability to see what they want and break it down in a way that makes sense to them, which doesn't always make sense to us as report writers, because we'll write something and maybe they'll get it and maybe there's fields they didn't need, or maybe they wanted to just see certain values. And now they can filter it on their own. We went with Informer 5 in late 2017, primarily as a way to visualize the data so that academic leaders could visualize the data, and rolling out dashboards to them so they could see on a daily basis or whenever they really want if we were meeting key metrics at the institution. I've used Informer 4 for 5 years. And I found Informer 5 to be easier to pick up and use and to show other users who hadn't used Informer 4 at all. It allowed them to see how data sources are connected to data sets, and data sets are connected to the reports and the visuals that are there. And it offered a level of complexity which allowed a lot of the stuff that had to be done maybe for us afterwards in Excel or in Access to be done all within Informer 5. Informer 5 has allowed us to better meet, the demand for reports. Before, I think we felt a little inundated with requests, especially if they always needed to be updated. You might get one report on 1 week, and then the next week they're asking for a little different or a tweak, or for us to rerun it. And while it was certainly possible for a department to rerun their own report using Informer 4, sometimes it was just easier in Informer 5. The ability to go in, view that little visual, click on it, and get just what they want out of it is better than, I think, what they had access to, which was downloading the entire data set, going in and filtering for what they needed. So often, they would just ask us to rerun the report. So it's cut down on the amount of requests that we have.